Welcome back to Pro Tips and Conversation. My last stream ended a bit unexpectedly. I guess I got disconnected somehow. It happens. Anyway, picking up right where I left off. Just came back to Orlando, headed for Seed's place, Duke's Archives, to open up DLC and get access to Black Flame. Trying to do things efficiently here, just so you could see like just a quick route, trying to minimize backtracking. Just gonna burn my way through these pigs, as a matter of fact. Yep, got spell ring on. This place is cool, but the first portion of it is just annoying, because after you've done it once, it's like, oh goody, I gotta do it again. Gotta deal with stupid Seed killing me. Neat. There actually is a skip for that, but it's kind of difficult to do, so I'm not gonna bother. It's quick enough just to do it this way, the way it was intended. Whatevs. Fire is quite effective in here. Everything is resistant to magic, you know, kind of like Izalith, everything is resistant or immune to fire. Everything resists magic here, and Orlando, everything is a little bit resistant to lightning. But it's less noticeable because those enemies are, you know, not as tough as stuff that comes after them. Here, though, it's very noticeable. If you come in here with trying to use sorcery or something, you'd be like, oh man, doing barely any damage. So I recommend you bring a fire weapon, something elemental. Quelag's Fury Sword is very effective if you got the stats for it. You can make that at the Giant Blacksmith with a +10 curved sword. Nice, backstabbing in one hit. Those guys are pretty tough too. They hit unusually hard. Those stupid little crystal skellies. Even more so when they have the blue stuff on them. Oh, see, that was a big hit. Big chunk. Gotta watch out for these little guys, they will mess you up. Nothing a quick backstab can't fix though. Right, so you need to free Dusk, the Princess of Ulisil, before you break that thing, otherwise you won't get the pendant, you'll have to do it again. I have made that mistake a few times, just forgetting. So make sure that you kill the Hydra, talk to Dusk, do all that stuff before you come here trying to get DLC access, or you'll be annoyed. So you see that right there? That's the floor you need to be on, or floor above it, in order to skip Seed. So what was it? How you do it? Okay, so you gotta pull this. You gotta be, basically you have to be standing on top of this. And I think, yeah, what it is you pull this, then real quick you gotta come over here and like roll onto the top. And if you fail, you will of course fall and frickin' die. So, I personally don't think that's worth the skip. But yeah, you pull the lever, elevator goes down, you land on top of this piece of wood, and then as it's going down, you just roll onto the one of the upper balconies, and that way you can skip your first encounter with Seed. So it is skippable, just so you know. Didn't expect that. Didn't even know he could parry. Usually I fucking like one-shot him, so... Alright, you can't parry this though. Don't want to get parried? Combustion is your friend. I'm gonna combust this little shit too. Take that. Okay, now, if you do go to face Seed, you want to equip. You're gonna die no matter what. You cannot kill him here. You want to equip The ring of sacrifice. The rare ring, though, because it prevents curse. And then if you have like low humanity or something goes wrong, there is a risk of being cursed here by this shit. As you can see, my curse meter filling. So you're gonna want to equip the rare ring, which prevents loss of everything, including preventing curse. And then you're just gonna wait until you die. Yay! It's so fun. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Rare ring revival. Oh yeah. So make sure that you pick that ring up from. I always get mine from Sense Fortress, where Prince Ricard is at. That little side tower. That's where I get mine. Just don't forget it, or you will regret it. You could try the regular Ring of Sacrifice. I think it'll work as long as you don't get cursed. If you do get cursed, you're in a world of hurt. Stab that guy to get the key. Open the door. Endure the infuriating sound. Ignore the lizards. They should ignore you. Yep, they're running up. Okay. I recommend equipping Gold Ring for this part if you have it, because you can get humanity off these things if you're lucky. Always good to have more. You just gotta kill him. Oh! Okay. I'm being super lazy right now about fighting these. Oh, they have no poise. Good. Hey, you. Alright, yeah, I am dealing decent damage now, I feel. Although, New Game Plus, the resistances are going to be higher, so I might actually be depending on that bandit knife more than I thought. One thing you do not want is to get grappled by these, because that hurts. Must silence infuriating sound. Can you backstab these? No. That'd be cool though. I always come down here anyway because there's a Firekeeper soul inside that cell. So eventually you're going to want to open it up. Even if you skip the first part with Seed. Okay, I'm just going to burninate these. Whoop! Yeah, lightning to the dome. Yeah, sword to the dome. These ones are easier to backstab. Key. The infernal sound stops. Thank God. Okay, so on the way back up, recommend that you rest at the bonfire. Because you might recall those two lizards that ran past me earlier, right? They're going to be waiting to ambush me at the top of the ladder. Over somewhere at the top. Where is it? All the way up there, I guess. And screw that. You know, why fight them if you don't gotta? Plus, it's a huge hassle. It's like a tiny area up there. And you gotta fight two lizards right after you come off of the ladder. So my recommendation instead, see there they are. Up there, up the ladder there. Just waiting, is you just rest. And that puts them back where they started. Because they're dumb. See? They're there. You just ignore them. Bye bye. Dummies. I like ladders. Pleasing. Oh, Mrs. Thickbottom, how you do entertain. Stairs are good too when you're going up them. Okay, sprinting. Oh yeah, I do recommend taking off the Crown of Dusk in this area, because you are going to get shot probably by a spell or two. So I should take mine off. Because it's just going to hurt that much more. And if you're just speeding through here, you don't even need the damage. So, just rip that off. Shield is very effective because there's going to be arrows flying everywhere. A lot of the times they'll shoot you from far away, so advance with your shield up, get ready. Roll when you hit here, so you can just keep moving. This is just how you speed through this place and ignore all the shit, assuming you don't want any of the loot. Although usually, I think the only thing here worth grabbing is fucking Great Magic Shield, but who even uses that? Like, that's a rare day that you see that shit. Oh! Somebody fell. Boom. And we're clear. So, if you don't plan on completing Seeds, Duke's Archives, right? I recommend you do not open up that lever. If you get invaded here, invaders can only go to what they can access. They can't pull that lever by themselves. So, if you don't want them to run down there and lead you on a wild goose chase, don't open it. Because a lot of invaders that spawn here will go straight to the Crystal Cave. Her skin is so creamy. I love it. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Okay, I'm going back now to rescue Big Hat Logan. One of the most entertaining characters in the game just because of his name and his big hat. Memes abound if you're interested. And also to get the Firekeeper Soul, that's the main thing. I don't actually need Logan on this playthrough. Because I'm not a sorcerer. Yeet. Slide down. It was funny when I first heard the kids saying yeet. I'm like, what the heck does that mean? And then they explained it to me and I'm like, oh, let me see if I can figure out how to use this properly. It's such a fun saying. Hello, bonehead. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there you go. Give me that booty. That bony crystal booty. Okay. So I still have my gold ring, right? Because I'm going back to fight Pisakas again. They were maidens, women that Seath experimented on, transformed them into the weird sea thingies that they are now. The more you know. Hope I'm not being too terribly repetitive here, because I know when I was doing the first version of this build, I said all this shit already. That must be annoying. Whoop! All about that hit and run with the rapier. Trying not to use Estus here, because I haven't kindled the fire. I'd rather keep my 12. Actually, screw it, because I'm gonna go turn in my Firekeeper Soul before I do that, so I'll get 20 flasks from Firelink. So, derp. Anyway, from here you can safely bone out as long as you didn't rest at the bonfire that's in the prison, because that won't let you teleport from it, which means you have to run through all the shit again. But if you didn't rest there, then you could just warp freely. I'm gonna need those Firekeeper souls. I'm really glad I'm actually going to New Game Plus, because I'm gonna get a lot of good shit out of it. So that's cool. Pleases me. Okay, lady. Give me power. Poor Anastasia. There was a theory for a while that, like, I think somewhere it's quoted that she has an impure tongue. Oh, she says it herself. I hope my impure tongue doesn't offend. And Crestfallen Warrior guy says that he implies that she forsook the name of the gods, right? But then I read also a theory that maybe she was a lesbian and the people of the church did not think that was okay, so they cut her tongue out. That's probably not the case. It seems a little fantasy-esque to me. Take these archives, here we go. Gotta kill all these bosses anyway, might as well do it. Got about 45 minutes left. Don't need to worry about magic damage down there, I think. I do want to clean up my box a little bit here. That stuff's... nope. Nope. Well, actually, this is a good thing to have. If I co-op in Orlando, I can drop it to people and they can open up their gate. Let's see if I picked up any shitty weapons. Cluttering my stuff. Enchanted Falchion is effectively a +10 item, so be aware. That's one of the things you gotta watch out for, and don't pick it up if you're trying to remain at +5 and twink. I can actually use a short bow. I might be able to use a composite bow, as a matter of fact. I'll have to pick that up and see. Effigy shield's good. How much does it weigh? 3 pounds? No, I can... yeah, I can use 3 pound shield. Okay, Sanctus I can't use. Still want to get a heater. Keep forgetting. Black Knight shield I don't have strength for, that's unfortunate. Such a good shield. Like, really. Okay, on with the show. I should have got the crest shield. I really gotta do that. I don't think I need anything from the Painted World, though, now that I think about it. So I probably will just get the crest shield and leave. Well, I'll get the doll just in case, but I don't think I'm going there. Whoa! That guy was ready. Since I haven't been keeping up with Siegmeyer, I don't think I'll see Sieglind here. So if you follow through on Siegmeyer's quest, eventually you'll find a gold golem in the forest here. You should be able to see it from this platform. It'll be like right where my camera's pointed, right over there. You'll see a gold golem. You bust it open, and his daughter will be inside of it, and that will advance the quest if you talk to her. See, like, jeez, he's really got a thing. He's got some issues with women. Transforming them into sea things, putting them into gold golems, you know, Princess Dusk, and also, Sieglind. But I mean, I guess he finally got some because Priscilla exists, so maybe he was an angry incel up to that point and tortured women. So about a word about that. You know how they say you miss all the shots that you don't take? I know that rejection's a hard thing to deal with. And you might fail many times and then get discouraged from ever doing it again. But giving up is never the solution to anything. You gotta take some time to heal, gather your courage. The thing is, though, while you were busy being, you know, if you hesitated or what have you, there might have been someone who was crushing on you, but was too shy to say anything, you know. Or maybe you didn't see the signs because you thought that you were just going to fail again. You miss all the shots you don't take. Just keep trying. Don't do anything creepy. Don't hurt people, you know. Someone wants you to... It's hard to feel it out, to develop those skills. And a few bad experiences can really screw you over, I know. But... oh shit, that's not good. You just gotta keep trying. There's a someone for everyone. And you might miss that opportunity if you don't keep your eyes open and you don't... How is he... Really? Stop cheating! God damn it. Okay. There you go. Fuck you. Piece of schmid. That guy does not respawn, thankfully. Okay, I might be able to get one or two of these. Right here is not good for lizard hunting. Hop down here, immediately roll, and miss. Oh, good. I got one. Yay. So, if you miss a lizard, if you quit load, the lizard will be right where it was. So, like, right now, if I quit loaded, I'm not interested in doing that, though. But that's a quick way to farm lizards if you're playing solo. Okay. So, in multiplayer, there will be messages usually all along here to let you know where the path is at. If you don't have that, there is a rock formation that's like a pointy spike sticking out. It's right above my head right now. See that slightly darker shape? I head for that. See how it's like that spike jutting out right there? If you just head for that, you'll be alright. Now to get this soul, you want to use a little bit of stealth. And you just slip down right here. If you walk all the way around, or if you run at it, and you know, heavy armor makes more noise than cloth. But yeah, if you cause too much noise, you'll wake up that butterfly and it'll start shooting you, and that's annoying. So, right, talking about dating, getting discouraged, and etc. Tell people how you feel. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. And you won't know unless you try. Okay. Pro tip. To fight seeds, stand here. Let him breathe on his own tail, or his own crystal. He'll break it. That'll stun him long enough where you can run around and hopefully remove his tail. So we're gonna wait for him to inhale. There he goes. Oh crap, really? A clam? Sometimes they can make it in if they're not quick enough. I'm gonna get over here. Great combustion is great for this. Boom, got it. Hopefully I can get seeds to kill this clam. But if not, it's gonna hurt. These clams are... oh wow, I just tore him to shreds. Yeah, see, he did take damage. That was easy. Cool. So you can farm twinkles off of these guys, and as a matter of fact, I am going to do that because I did not ask for any twinkles and didn't think about the fact that I would need them. So let's do some twinkle farming. Yay! See how long it takes. It shouldn't take very long. Usually they drop these on like 50-50 or better. It's a pretty good drop rate. Cool, I could two-shot him. That was risky. At least they get stunned. See? Twinkle. They also drop purging stone. Yeah, those are good too, because those cost several thousand. Can I find one? Let's see how many fireballs it takes. Yep, still 2. That's fine. See, look at that! Raking them in. Communication really is the key, and going back to talking about letting fear rule your life, if you're too afraid to try, nothing's gonna happen. So you gotta not be afraid to communicate. And remember again, you cannot force people, right? You cannot force someone to want to get involved with you. You can only offer. You know, if your offer's not good enough, maybe you think about improving the offer, by improving yourself, you know, improving your life, because that's important too. People have things they look for in a partner. Or you accept it and find someone else. I like how these concepts I try to explain are relevant in multiple areas, like talking about acceptance and fear and was there a third one? I don't know. I get so distracted. But it's nice that you can learn some of these concepts that will like affect your whole life. It's cool. I like that. I like when things are synergy, you know. Well, it's not really synergy, but it applies in multiple areas. Very useful. Cool. Yeah, I'm really raking in the twinkles here. This is far cheaper than buying them from the goddamn blacksmith. It does have some risk involved. If a clam eats you, it will do serious durability damage to your gear. Try not to get eaten. It has a long wind up. So if you see that, you better back off immediately. Okay, how many do we have now? Let's see, it takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 twinkles to fully upgrade an item. Of course. Oh, it's only regular Titanite for the effigy. Cool beans. So then I just need 10 for the regular crest shield. And I think that's all the twinkles I need. Yeah, pretty sure. Cool. So I don't need many more. This won't take long. I'll let you know if I see one of these eating attacks. You can recognize the animation. Because it will fuck you up, and you better hope you got a repair powder on you. Especially if it's like right before you go to fight Seed. That's the worst thing that can happen, is if your gear breaks and you're right at the boss fight. Like, really, man? Really? These clams are so vicious, though. I like how grim they are. It's like such a simple, harmless little thing, a clam. But then they manage to make them so evil, full of skulls, covered in spikes. Like, it's just cool. Will the lava finish it? Ho 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 ho! So I can effectively one-shot him with... Oh, that's stupid. Stupid. Huh! Heh 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 heh. Having a clam bake. So great to be able to farm with sorcery and pyromancy because it doesn't matter that you have only a few charges. It's all you need in these situations. That was the start of the wind-up for the eating attack. I should have shown you more of that. It's too bad. Okay, how are we doing on Twinks now? 13? Good. Perfect. More than enough. Let's GTFO. What else can I tell you about relationships? I've been married a long time. I got married very young. Been married a long time. It's great. It's mostly great. You know, to have someone there to help you to be they really, you know, when they say partner, they mean it. You're a friend. You're someone you can rely on. You rely on each other. It's really a nice setup. Plus, you get to, you know, wake up next to them and go to sleep next to them. It's a very comforting feeling. Okay, I need to go get the Chris Shield. But you really cannot force it. You gotta wait for it to happen, but you need to always be ready for it to happen. You need to be looking and paying attention and making offers and trying to make it happen, because if you don't, odds are it will not happen on its own. You might get lucky and have someone approach you of their own accord, but it doesn't always work that way. And you do not get those opportunities back. Again, one chance at life, so don't waste it. It's also very important. So when you commit to a person, and they commit to you, you will both, in most cases, one or both of you will need to make a sacrifice to keep the other happy, right? You have to decide if the sacrifice is worth it. Would you rather take your, you know, keep doing whatever it is that they don't like and consider that it might split you both up and then you have to find someone else who is more compatible? Or is it not that important and you can get rid of it? You got to decide that, because it will come up. And it's a selfish world we live in these days, and I feel like the divorce rate has certainly not shrunk. It's probably gotten higher. And it's because of that selfishness. Nobody wants to sacrifice anything anymore. And I'm sure they think, why should I? Well, because maybe you don't want to be alone. Maybe you have to give something up. Maybe that's just how it works. But you have to decide for yourself, is it worth it or not? Are you giving up who you are? Don't do that. Are you being taken advantage of? You know? Consider these things. Just be aware. Always be aware. Be reflecting. Be thinking about your situation. What do you want? What do they want? Will this work out? Is it compatible? Oh, got the Black Knight sword. Cool. Yeah. Don't be greedy, but also don't over-sacrifice. Don't martyr yourself. Everything in balance. It's difficult. Easier said than done. I know. Oh yeah, his sword does magic damage. You gonna... okay. Wow, he fat rolls? Dang, poor Oscar. No wonder he got killed. No wonder. Huh. Huh. Stupid lack of a kick. Hate it so much. Ay caramba. Okay. Yeah, you know, a quick word about the kick. So when you have like 40-45 decks, something like that, you're cast fast enough that you can follow up a kick with a Great Combustion or a Black Flame. And if you're using a weapon that doesn't kick, then you cannot do that super cool combo, which is bad. Just thinking about that. So if you're going to be a high-level pyromancer with 40-45 dex, don't use a rapier. Use something with a kick animation. Okay, so we're going up against magic damage, so I want my crush shield. I want to hit him hard. Here we go. You know what? Ah, fuck it, we'll do it later. I was just thinking I haven't upgraded the crush shield yet. No biggie. I'll probably be fine. Big chunks of health. Maximum pyro. With double boosting. Finish him off with a whip. Oh god, watch me whip. Are you kidding me? Okay, whew, that was close. It almost exploded. Point blank. Okay. Extra swolls. Item find. So when I kill the Black Knight, maybe I'll get something cool. There's so few Black Knights in the game before you open up the kiln. If your build relies on the Black Knight item, you might want to consider remaking if you don't get it off the first Black Knight. That you can easily farm, like the forest. Yeah. Coming up from Valley of Drakes, that's like, I think that's the most accessible Black Knight, easiest to get to. Because if you go to the Burg, you gotta fight through all that shit. Cool beans. I guess I kind of do want to reinforce this. And the grass crest as well. The rest of this crap, I need to box it up. Box, 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 boink, boink. Effigy shield, Grasker shield, Black Knight shield. That's what it was. Okay. Back to safer lands. Always nice you can walk with the rapier up. Super cool. How much time we got? About 20 minutes. Boing. Okay, next stop. Think. What a refined woman she has become. How nice. I'm really glad I didn't get the bangs on her. Yeah, that was a good call. Okay, I still want to get a heater shield. Let's do that real quick before I forget again. And then I think I'm going to go to New Londo. kill those people. Nope, I'm gonna go to the DLC. Because I just remembered Black Flame. Whole reason I did all that shit with Seed. Can you tell that my memory is super good? Guess I don't really need anything they drop. Oh, Mrs. Thickbottom, how you do spoil me with these views. No. Heater shield. Righto. The heater shield, weighing a pound less than most of the 3-pound shields, which are really good. Like the crest shields and the grass crest and all that shit. That's all 3-pounders. The heater's 2 pounds, which means you could squeeze in a little more weight, like a bow, or like a sunlight maggot, something like that. So it's good to have as a backup. Plus it's a small shield, so apparently it has a better parry. Not that I can verify that. Right, we go to the Undead Parish. The Sanctuary Guardian I have an unpleasant past with. That guy's murked me a lot of times, but I've been getting better at him now that I actually started fighting him not locked. I used to just lock and tank him, you know, just block and then counter. But if you fight unlocked, you can easily get alongside of him and then just stab away, so. Gotten better since then. Anytime I'm going on long distance travel, I like to slap on the grass crest. You know, makes it so you can run more frequently. So here's the fun thing, if you don't mind a bit of lewd talk, fun thing about being married. You gotta keep things spicy in the bedroom, right? You don't just want to be doing the same thing for years. So what do? Well, I'm not gonna give you specifics, but things get like increasingly wild. Try to have an open mind, embrace some of that kinky stuff, maybe buy some things. You know, just like, live a little, who gives a shit? Have fun. You know, maybe you try something and you end up hating it. You know, well, then don't do it again. I mean, at least you tried, right? At least you could check that one off the list. You never know, you might open up like a whole new section of fun things that you didn't know that you liked before. Have a bit of an awakening there. It's cool. Why not? Live a little. Now that is what you call manhandling. This is why you should not touch weird glowing portals. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay, oh, you know, let me reinforce that heater. Did you say bless you? Bet you didn't. Okay, we're gonna need a solid shield here, preferably something that blocks lightning relatively well. 45%. 60... Oh, 66 stability. Yeah, let's go with that. And get ready to burn a manticore. Usually I don't bother getting the tail on this, but if you want to be a completionist, knock yourself out. Whoop! Really? He is quite quick. You must respond very quickly if you want to hit him. Yeah, 1 or 2 hits at most. Oh! Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Fire whip is so slow to use, I think I better go with fireball. How did that not hit him? Should've. Ooh, he's so quick. Whoop! Heh! That was a counter hit, I think. He was getting ready to attack there, so it did more damage. Those fireballs. So potent. This is a creepy place. I guess these are humanity sprites, right? But what is the significance? Humans facing the bonfire. Well, there is a connection there. Make sure you say yes to her. So you get free mushrooms later on. She also sells the cheapest repair powder in the game, which is why I hesitated earlier. Sure, I'll take that. Gold pine is really hard to come by, and it's the most damaging buff. Might as well buy it. Yeah. Bye-bye. May the flame... Oh, alright then. This is where you get the Guardian Gauntlets, which is the most lightweight... Well, one of them. Okay, so you wear a mask, probably Mother Mask or Child, right? Havel's Armor, Guardian Gauntlets or Stone Knight Gauntlets with Hollow Soldier Waistcloth. You get 77 points, enough to tank the Greatsword hit. That's the most lightweight setup that includes a mask that you can get for that much poise. The Guardian Gauntlets are here, at the elevator shortcut to Artorias, at the top. That's where you get them from. Put your shield up going to the bridge so you don't get staggered. Prepare to murder the Crystal Wizard. You gotta be quick here because you're being pursued, in theory. Nice. There's a couple of items over there, if you want to explore that way. Again, it's nothing vital, there's no like spells or anything like that. Just a couple of little Titanites or souls or some crap. Not really worth, in my opinion. That's a gold coin there, though. That's worth something. Good amount of souls. That was close. Those pitchfork guys are very unpredictable. And they've got good reach. Very good. So, the crazy-ass shortcut I saw the other day... Is this the one? No. That's the one. This elevator leads down to where Manus... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, yeah, where Manus is at. But you have to activate it from below. However, if you lure a stone giant all the way over here, and get him to fall in the hole, and you fall on top of him, then when you land, it'll push you off the side of the elevator, and you'll be alright. You need to use... The guy in the video used fall control, so there might be fall damage involved. But he skipped Artorias, and I was just like, whoa! I didn't know you could do that. Like, holy shit. So you can look up Artorias Skip if you're more interested in how that works. It was quite shocking. Alright, I'll show you where the Guardian Gauntlets are at real quick. And there they are. I think they look cooler than the Stone Knight Gauntlets. But there is a... Their physical is the same, but there's a slight difference in elemental defense on them between the two. So maybe you want to wear whichever one's better for you. But I like the Guardian Gauntlets.
Yes.
Always grab the humanity when you got extra souls. Okay, here we go. Artorias. That maximum pyromancy will actually be effective against him. But for the most part, he is highly, highly resistant to elemental, and I think he's immune to bleed and poison. Oh yeah, that's good damage. Again, you want a good shield coming in here. He's quite quick, so you gotta, you know, get those off fast, because he can actually roll out of the way of some of them. Shit, this is bad. Oh, wow, I actually pulled it off. Hell yeah. I thought he was gonna buff. It's risky using Fire Whip. That's all I got. Oh. Die. Oh. Okay. Please die. Yeah. You tried. But you fell to the abyss. So. Right, so what's Artorias' deal? Well, he's trying to protect others from the abyss because he was not strong enough to fell it. But it also drove him insane. So, instead of saying, you know, by the way, there's an abyss here, you should turn back, he just says, I think I'll kill them to save them. You know? Or like he's trying to keep people from accessing the abyss and making the danger worse. So he kills them. But if he still had his senses about, you know, if he was less of a monster and could converse, I'm sure he would start by warning and saying, turn back or I will stab you. So, because he was basically a paladin. But he got corrupted. I'm just gonna... These guys are taking more hits than I would like them to die, so I'm just gonna fucking... Whoop! GTFO. Why am I even bothering with this shit? Oh, no, that's right, there's a... I'm sorry carving down there. I want to get that one. Four hits, man, that's annoying. They are not worth the amount of souls they are. And they only give large Titanite? Like, are you kidding me? Who would be down here at the point where large Titanite is even useful? But, you know, DLC, whatever. They just want to make it tough. This is another spot where you might want to consider taking off your crest, your Crown of Dusk if you're wearing it, because you will take more damage from the already heavily damaging dark bead crap, you know, all the dark magic that they hit you with. Yeah. If you're just focused on your build, you're gonna skip most of this shit. I mean, in my case, I should skip it, but I'm not gonna. And that reminded me of another thing I wanted to talk about. Straight up melee build versus spell build. So, a spell build is better for burst damage, but when you run out of casts, you're kind of screwed. So, in the long term, a melee build has, you know, it's got longevity. It doesn't need castings to be effective. So it'll always be the same amount of effectiveness. Whereas a caster, once you run out of juice, you're pretty much screwed. Oh shit, he's alive. Gotcha. How are we doing on time? Just a few minutes left here. Should be enough time to see Chester. I should kill this guy. Oh, I can two-shot them if I two-hand. Good to know. Yeah, you know poise having bitch. You gotta watch out for that kick, because he has infinite poise when he's doing it. And he will spam it. Yeah, good night. Thanks for the souls. I love mimics. In case you couldn't tell. It's so cool. I roleplayed as one once in a D&D campaign. It was an absolute blast. He would turn into a suit of armor and walk around to interact with people. Alright, we're going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. And don't go hollow. I'll give you a little bit of Mrs. Thickbottom as a goodbye. Farewell.